Hello, and welcome to the Wonderful Wire Wednesday. My name is Ashley, and this is Hoopla Highlights, accessing ebooks, movies, and more. So the first thing we're going to do is go into the Hoopla app. If you haven't downloaded the Hoopla app, you can go into your app store if you are on an Apple device, or you can go into the Google Play Store if you are on an Android device. So when you first go into Hoopla, it's going to ask you to log in. If you've already created a login with your library card number, it'll be an email address and a password that you've created. If you have not, you can hit create an account, and you're going to go in with your library card number, and then they'll ask you for an email address and to create a password. They will then send you a confirmation email to let you know that you have signed up for Hoopla. You click that link, and then you're good to use that email address and password from here on in. So once you get into Hoopla, you can go into kids mode if you'd like to do that. So kids mode's on currently, but if you were to hit kids in the top left corner, you can turn off kids mode. So right now it's on, and you can turn off. If you want to turn it back on, so if you go back and then you go kids again, and it'll say turn it on. And if you want to have a pin put in, kind of like a child safety kind of thing, where you can do your settings, you basically can put in a pin so they can't go out of the children's area without that pin. So you can turn on the kids mode there. And then when you go back, you'll see that everything that comes up will be for children. So you can go through and you can see. So what they do is they curate, basically they curate things for you. So they have like popular binge passes. So binge passes means that you can sign them out and they don't go towards your $5 a month. Recommended for you. So if you go through here, you can see there's recommended ones based on what you've read already. Trending titles, so you can go through popular ebooks, popular audiobooks as well, and you can just hit see all on any of these ones that you would like to go into. You can also go to look at movies as well. So if you want to do that, so if you go across the bottom, you have My Hoopla, Books, Video, More. So if I hit video, for example, up at the top, you see that there's movies and there's television. So right now we're on the movies, it's highlighted. So these are all movies that are for children. So they're made for children, so you don't have to worry about kids watching things that you don't want them to. You can also go over to television, and there's television shows here for them as well. Keep in mind that movies are 3 days, and television shows are also 3 days. And for TV shows, you basically have to, like one TV show counts as one borrow. So one TV show episode. So if you want to use your 5 borrows for the month to have 5 episodes of a television series, you can do that. Or you can sign up the movie as well, and that counts towards one of your borrows. So then you have books here. So they have audiobooks come up across the top here. You can see audiobooks, comics, and ebooks. So you can go through there and take a look at that. Comics, ebooks. And you can just kind of go down and just find what you're looking for. You can also go down to the right-hand corner and hit search. And you can do an advanced search if you like, if you need to add in more things of what you're looking for. Or you can just go into the top, click here, and you can search by title, artist, series, etc. So for example, to sign out something, I'm going to go to Harry Potter. And then because Hoopla is a pay-per-use service, there is no holds on anything because the library has a budget that we put into Hoopla. And then as the month goes on, that budget goes down based on what people sign out. So this is a great opportunity for book clubs and things like that to be able to use this to be able to have everybody sign out the same item at the same time because there are no holds lists on these items. So to sign something out, if you just tap on one that you'd like to sign out, and you're going to hit borrow. So if you hit borrow, so it says this title is available for 21 days after you borrow it. This is an ebook, so you can hit borrow. The audiobooks will have headphones. You'll see the headphones I'll show you in a moment. So it's showing this is kids mode, so what it is for kids mode. And it's downloading it. So it will download it to your device while you're on Wi-Fi. If you are not on Wi-Fi, it won't download it to your device. And then once you're done, you can just hit read. And because it's downloaded, you can now read this offline. So if something happens where you're in the car and you don't have access to Wi-Fi, you can definitely give this to your child and they can read in the car as well. And you can see here. You can also adjust the text and so on and so forth. So you can make the text size bigger if you'd like by just tapping up on the capital A and the lowercase a. You can adjust the brightness as well, the font, whatever font you'd like on here. So if you want to choose a different font, and then you can also bold it as well. You can also have it by chapters. If you want to put bookmarks in, you can do that as well. And then if you highlighted anything, you can do that as well. So now going out of Kids Zone, so I'm going to go back to My Hoopla at the bottom. And it's going to show me here what's recently borrowed. So when you first go into Hoopla, it's going to show you what you've recently borrowed and what's there for you and what's waiting. You can favorite items as well. But now I'm going to turn off Kids Mode. So we're going to turn it off, and I'm going to go back into the adult section so you can see what that looks like. So now you can see here, we still have this borrowed, even though it's a children's book, it still shows up on the account because that's the account that was signed in. And then if you go down here, once again, they have the recommended for you, and you can go through and take a look at these. There's some movies on here, some older movies, some newer movies, more binge passes as well. So if you want to take a look at those, you can go through and you can binge those things and then watch many of them for one borrow. Trending titles, so anything that's trending right now, what people are reading. So a lot of times people want to see what other people are reading. This is how you do that as well. You can take a look there. Popular ebooks, and it just goes on. So it goes on and on and on. Once again, if you want to search, you can search down at the bottom in the right-hand corner. They also have music on here as well. If you go into books, for example, you can see here that you can choose audiobooks across the top if you're looking for audiobooks, and it will show you audiobooks as well. The audiobooks will have headphones with them, so that way you can actually see, here we go. So you can see here that they look like the actual audiobooks you'd see in the library. They have a pair of headphones with them, and they sound out for the same time as an ebook as well. And then we have comics. If you're into comics, there's those as well. And it just takes a second for it to refresh. And then comics will show up. And then ebooks as well. And that's Hoopla. Have a great day.